have a very special guest for you tonight.
Hello, we've been expecting you.
This is not a test. Your government and corporate overlords have implemented new measures for your own health and safety. We are just following orders.
Everything is going to be fine.
I'd like to introduce...
Welcome, everyone, to another If by Whiskey. Jake, what's up, man? I'm feeling it.
Yeah, it's good, man. How are you?
It's the vibe, man. I'm ready to. I feel so. It's almost like we're at peace right now. It's almost like we're the opposite of where we're at. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I've been in Washington for the last few weeks, and it's been terrible Washington winter weather, like 36 degrees and just pissing rain. And I flew down to Oregon today to the Oregon house, got off the plane. It was 80 degrees. And I was like, oh my God. My wife's like, you got to go take a motorcycle ride. So I just got back like 10 minutes ago before I jumped on here, took the Harley out, just
dude, I would have canceled.
Like, got the Chi all reset. Ready to fucking tear it up, brother. How are you?
Dude, I would have canceled and I would have just pushed till tomorrow. We could have done some and could just ridden it out and just really just enjoyed it. Because our show today, it's literally going to be a fecal festival. Now it'll be a fun time, man. It's probably going to be.
We have people that like to watch, and I don't want to let them down, so we're here.
We do. So yeah, somebody turn on the comments because I don't even know where people are at. Welcome everyone. Do I have that turned on? Everyone can see it, I hope. All right. So yeah, so we got a weird week. What I miss? Anything happened this week?
I don't know, man. There's so much bullshit. I haven't been paying attention on purpose just because it doesn't seem like anything's changed. I will say I thought it was pretty hilarious. I got to show you this real quick. I saw this and I was like, oh, because we everything was going so good because the Dow was at 50,000.
Well, yeah, it was 50,000, but since she spoke, I think she's a fucking curse.
Look at this though. Our good friend Amity put this up today. It was like, hey, can we prosecute Epstein clients yet? Because now we're at like 46.4 again.
Yeah, now we can do it. If we get below 45, it's the limit, right?
There's no distraction anymore. You can't be bragging that the Dow's at 50K.
That's crazy, man. Well, welcome everyone to another If by Whiskey. I'm feeling dark, Mark, today, so I've got everything tuned down. Got the glass. I'm like you. Your motorcycle zenning. Well, dude, I live in Arizona. It's been 90, so lay off my back. I've had my air conditioning on since February, so just easy, bro. Easy. All right.
We've had us Pacific Northwestern people. We really need the sunshine, so I'm happy.
How do you get 80 in Oregon? That's amazing, man. And I know some people in outside Wilsonville, like 40 minutes outside, like Portland, Wilsonville.
That's
area.
Totally different climate than where I'm at.
They don't have air conditioners, right? And they get like super hot weather too every once in a while. So.
Yeah, but where I'm at, we consistently get days over 100 in the summer. I mean, not like you do.
Okay.
But
but still, that's great.
Yeah, I'm 20 minutes from California where I am.
Right. And it's such a varied climate. Like you're the hour from the skiing, an hour from the ocean, an hour from this, an hour from it's like this beautiful kind of hub and spoke kind of thing. So
hell yes.
So welcome everyone. Yeah. I heard we're in a conflict. I heard all we're doing is kicking ass. And then I hear like when people, and I haven't been watching either like you, but I have heard that all we've been doing is kicking ass. And then I heard if you ask if they're doing anything to us, they tell us to shut the fuck up. Well, it's a really interesting.
All we're doing is kicking ass. BB's totally alive.
Totally.
He's not missing.
Nope. I haven't seen a mask or any AI generated videos or anything.
Nothing. And everything that you hear on the news is true. I did find it kind of crazy they're going after Tucker. And I mean, it kind of shows you who, like, what they'll do to tamp down that narrative. Like the way they're going after Joe Kent, the way they're going after Tucker, it's like, man, like anything to just shut up any dissension. It's insane. But I'm not surprised. As our usual theme, I'm not surprised with any of this stuff.
As a foreign agent, sir, not Tucker is a foreign
Right.
agent. APAC are Americans.
Yeah, completely. No problem with that. No problem with
Totally.
that.
It is unbelievable watching Laura Loom, all of them. It's just like it is. That's where I want to start today, because we have to start today, because this is where we're at, guys. We're in a world where this group of people, not a religious birth thing, it's not by blood, it's not by birth, it is a chosen ideology. It is a chosen thing. Just like you choose a party or choose whatever, you're choosing Zionism. You're choosing this. This is a choice. This has nothing to do with
Correct.
the X's or the Y's or the Z's. Okay, none of that. Now, I am a huge Twitter group. I have 2,228 whopping followers, sir.
Whoa.
Okay. Now, yeah. So you would not believe. I mean, I am this is so okay. So this is what's crazy about this whole conflict thing. We talk about Israel, right? And you talk about how whatever. Now, Dave Smith and a guy got into it on a back because Dave gets into it with everyone on Twitter.
For sure.
So I decided I like Dave. I'm on Dave's side on this because I'm anti-war in general. I do think this is the correct side. I find it impossible to wrap my head around any of the talking points of the other side. So I put up that I'm just gonna put it up. Let me just post it. I don't know if everyone can see that, if everyone can make their screen better. I'll read this,
boy.
Gad Saad. Okay. I wrote, Gad was a Mossad agent. He admitted it in his book. And then I wrote, by way of deceit, thou shalt do war. Now, that is the Mossad motto, just so everyone knows. It's not his book, but that's a Mossad motto. Now, I know this because A, I read the book, and B, he mentions it in a video where Gad's like, you're the first person. And you watch Gad's facial expression like, oh, fuck, or some, you know what I mean? Like the micro expressions. Yeah. I'm a poker guy. Okay. Now, I have 2,000 followers. Gad has 1.2 million followers. And he replied to me.
He not even replied to you. He quote tweeted you.
Yeah. What? Honestly, dude, tell me that's not the biggest tell of all tells that you're a Mossad agent.
Yeah.
It's BB coming out and going, we didn't show Charlie Kirk saying it twice before, right? How many times to show videos that I'm alive?
Hour.
It's like every time look at that, dude. The guy or it was an anecdote of an incident of a cover that occurred 42. Yeah, because you leave the Mossad, right? Because you leave Mossad. So I found that interesting. What are your thoughts about a guy with 1.2 million followers replying to a guy with 2,000 just for calling him a Mossad agent, being some silly dude?
I think you're just a little short on suicidal empathy, Mark.
You don't think I hit it right on the head or anything? Or do I want to unalive myself? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I think well, that's Gad's whole thing, is the suicidal empathy and all the I'm trying to not use the fluctuation and the incoming surge of migrants to Western countries. His whole thing is the so it was really funny to see him jump on that from you and like, oh shit, I need to say something, when I mean all 2,000 of your followers would have seen it, but his 1.2 or 1.4 million, he needed them to know that no, Mark's dealing in falsehoods.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, it just tells you how absolutely silly that an absolute nobody like myself, I would have just ignored it. Does anyone remember Barbara Streisand effect? We talk about it so often, right?
Oh, nobody, and they don't remember until it happens to them.
Well, this is where it gets better. So I had a second encounter off the same thread. So it got even more fun. I'm going to put this one up as well. Hopefully we can all see this one. Our good friend James Lindsay.
Oh my God.
By the way, I think that James Lindsay and Lindsey Graham should get married so that Lindsey Graham could be Lindsay.
I mean, that's
That's
not
what
a
I
bad
think
idea.
should happen. I'm all for it. Lindsay 2028. How about that? Lindsay 2028. Let's do it.
Well, I mean,
So
yeah.
So this is where Gad came in the middle. Once again, he quote tweeted me as well, and I'm sure James has a shit ton of followers. Once again, I'm a nobody, guys. What are you paying attention to me for? This tells me everything I need to know about how duplicitous and evil you fucking are. It just tells me everything, because you have to stamp out the smallest fucking kindling before it becomes a flame. No, you're making it a flame. You're actually adding fuel. Anyway, this particular shit matters. I just said stay in his lane. I was being a fucking glib, dude. You know, like stay in your lane. That's such a, we're Gen Xers, man. Fuck this bullshit. We say fake game R. I can't say R because my girlfriend's watching right now. So. But anyway, so he goes, calling me a cuck to Israel is not criticizing my ideas. Telling people stay in your lane while you don't is woke behavior. Okay, cool. So I would like to share.
So
well,
if
let me
James
go
Lindsay
ahead.
disagrees, then it's woke behavior, because
Isn't that funny? It's woke. Yeah, so he can call me woke, but he says that I can't call him a cuck to Israel. You see how this game is played? See how everyone plays this game? Okay, so we're there. So then I added this one. This one I just threw in for fun, but I would like to go over 2 of James's ideas. And we're going to do that because, like he said, let's criticize ideas. So since we're going to criticize ideas, let's actually do that, right? This is beautiful. So here's a new one that I did. Today he wrote, marrying the wrong woman will what's that? Will cook you, boys. So Mr. Kent, Joe Kent, hey Joe, Mr. Kent, if you're happening to watch this, of the 11 people watching right now, if you happen to be watching this as a little decompression from all the stuff that's been happening to you, come on our show. We'll love to have a chat. We'll let you have your time, right? I feel like he's going to replace Tulsi Gabbard in the Ron Paul movement. What do you think?
How completely, I mean, what an utter piece of shit to bring Joe Kent's wife into this.
Yup.
Who died in like in a battle zone. Like you bring his wife into this and to invoke like a slander, like that is so cheap, such a cheap shot. Now from Jim Lindsay, I don't expect.
I defend him. I did defend him. I said, yeah, stick with guys, Jim, because that's what you do anyway. So I'll remove that. Go ahead. Good. Continue.
No, I mean, again, not shocked. James Lindsay is an utter piece of shit. He's completely become essentially a neocon at this point. And while I likes to point out anybody that he doesn't agree with is the woke right, the same way the left likes to call everybody a Nazi that they don't agree with. He's become a shell of his former, even halfway respectable self. Anything he had, any shred of credibility he had was been lost long ago. Yeah, I mean, again, it's kind of shocking that he would bring Joe Kent's dead wife into this, but also not surprised. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's really odd to me they would do that. But anyway, I just told him to stick with dudes. So, all right. So now that we have James out, like he's like, hey, he's decided to tell us to put up or shut up, I guess. I'm happy to put up. Like let's put up. All right. So this is where okay, so you remember James, where he came like faking it till he made it. Literally, he faked it till he made it. He wrote fake papers. Now,
I mean, I think he's still faking it, but
right. Oh yeah, totally. But those papers with Bogosian and with Pluckrose, I think was her name. By the way, Aiming Up podcast. Brent Freeman had a podcast with her. I think it's Helen Pluckrose. I think I want to say that. I hope that's correct. It's off the top of my head. So, but I remember Peter Bogosian as well. They did a documentary about the whole, the woke dog culture. And all. Look, it was brilliant because it exposed stupidity. But then this is what happened at Freedom Fest last year, because we started seeing a palpable shift. I saw it actually right after the election of the person, the president, and at AmFest 2024 in December 2024. It's like this shift of this woke right that we started calling. So this is my question for James Lindsay at Freedom Fest, and then this is his answer. So let's talk about his idea.
Woke left, woke right. May I ask James, why has there been a recent push to conflate the general anti-war movement with this new woke right labeling?
There's no attempt to conflate the general anti-war movement with that. You're you're the victim of a very fine people hoax.
You're muted, friend.
I'm the victim of the very fine people hoax, sir.
Well,
Who knew?
I don't know what Weinstein's doing up there with him, but
Oh, well, I can tell you about that. So they're all in the documentary together because Weinstein talked about like the wokeness and stuff. Brett Weinstein is, in my humble opinion, I don't know if it's humble or a lot or whatever, but I think that Brett is a future, like one of us, where he's really going to see, yeah, I understand. He believes in subsidiarity, obviously, which is great. But I think he's going to get to the point where like, we think we can get to governance without these people tyrannizing us, whatever. Is that right? So
sure.
Oh, is Rick here? Rick's here. What's up, Rick? So okay, so that's that. So let me share how James came up with the etymology of woke. He and Jordan Peterson. This is where we're going to attack ideas. Okay. So here's the victim. We're the victim of the vine people host. Here, let's just play this short little part right here.
Okay, so I want to talk about this Lucifer idea. So Lucifer is the morning star, and he's the angel of the untrammeled intellect. That's how he's portrayed in Milton, right? And he's allied in some strange way with the serpent in the Garden of Eden.
If I might just interject, if he's the morning star, what do you do in the morning after the morning star rises? You wake up.
Right.
Woke.
Right. The spirit.
Dude, he even had Jordan Peterson go, what the fuck? What? Right. Oh, right. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
Did you hear that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is the intellect who asked us to challenge his ideas, sir. So I'm challenging.
I think he needs to get another blazer too. He only wears that blue one everywhere he goes.
Yeah, and it's kind of getting dirty and disgusting. But he's dumpy, so it's like it doesn't. All those coffee beans he grabs with his fists and all the sword swinging, it's not helping. I gotta admit, it's not helping. He needs a diet.
Anyway, well, without the tea.
So, is that crazy or is that just crazy?
I mean, it's ridiculous. It is crazy, but it's just ridiculous. And the fact that he gets airtime anywhere is kind of crazy. That's the crazy part. The fact that people keep asking him to come on and explain his ridiculously stupid ideas is really beyond me. I don't know how he keeps getting called for shows.
Can I let you in on a little secret?
You should please do.
Everybody, okay, sorry about. This is what I think. I think he works for someone.
Oh. Well, I mean,
do you want to know who I think he worked for?
Sure.
You want to take a guess? Had to do it too. I've been queuing this shit up because we didn't have a show, so I've been queuing shit up, just throwing whatever I could up there. So
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Again, nothing surprises me. Everybody, look, to get to that level where you're getting invited on those shows to sit with people and talk, you've compromised something along the way, and most of these people have compromised their integrity. That's generally the first thing to go.
Yeah, they sold their soul. And
yeah,
it's really weird because like we talk about like faith and spirituality. Like I'm still open to any possibility that is. Like I'm against certain things and for certain things or whatever. But let's be honest, man, if there's a soul thing, if you sold it here, that carries with you. That doesn't go, it doesn't wash away and you start over, man. That stains your soul for good. You sold it. Like you've actively sold your soul. And you know when you've done it. People get sucked in totally to, you know what I mean? You can separate those two, right?
Yeah.
So, anyway. All right. So that was another. So I saw it. Okay. I caught James Lindsay, or I was with a guy who caught James Lindsay. I just saw this. I thought I'd share this with you.
Lindsay, why don't you just admit that you're gay and then people won't blackmail you anymore?
So I saw that, and then I totally forgot I saw him in a movie.
We don't have a cow. We have a bull.
All right, so just once again, this is what
You have
happens
been
when we
queuing
don't have a
stuff
show, man. Jane Lindsey Graham, come on, I am gonna bomb the fuck out of a country. That's their job to figure out the solve, but we're gonna do it for freedom and democracy, and for women.
Yeah,
And
he doesn't do anything for women.
Like, yeah, I don't. Help me out, man. What is wrong with this psychopath?
Power. You know, that's all. Power, connections. You don't want to give that up. Don't want to lose it. Apparently, I haven't followed closely, but apparently he is in a position to lose in a primary.
He might get primaried, really.
Nice. I don't want to speak out of turn here, even though it's more fun to do that. But I think that I read something about one of the challengers having enough something to challenge or primary him, or to
at least get in there,
run
right?
against him.
That'd be cool.
So
Okay,
there's some sort of a sliver of chance that he doesn't get back.
So you're saying look, Crenshaw didn't.
Yeah, Crockett didn't.
I mean, that was like an upset, right? That one was beautiful. That was just a beautiful one just to watch that.
Yeah,
that Mitch really was a shift.
Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham went. I mean, that would be pretty sweet right off the bat.
That'd be interesting if they get primary. And what we're finding now is primaries are where you really want to go. So what you do, regardless of what fucking party you are, like, you know how we know, regardless of the party you are or what you believe, you just go to the gerrymandered district that it is, and you fight for the primary of the one that's going to win the seat regardless, right? So you can fight Democrat, just win the primary, because the primaries are cheaper, it's easier entry, and it's like, you know what I mean? It's like easier than actually going as an independent against two big hitters, kind of.
Here it is. So some guy named Paul Dans is refusing to accept AIPAC and foreign PAC money for his campaign against South Carolina's Lindsey Graham, whom he is challenging in the GOP Senate primary. Dans and Mark Lynch are currently projected to receive enough votes for the race to be forced into a runoff. That's what it is.
I like.
So there's a chance.
You make me feel good. Yeah, I like it. Hey, look, once again, Crenshaw's already out. That is crazy.
If you're gonna come out and say you're not taking AIPAC or foreign PAC money, now you got to prove it. But if you can show the receipts, that's a step in the right direction, at least.
Yeah, and I can't see even AIPAC being like, yeah, we'll let you talk shit against us, because the whole point of them is they need your compliance.
Yeah,
they need you to bend the knee. Like, can I? Okay, let's shift to Joe Kent, because Joe. Are you familiar with what happened with Joe Kent, who he is, and all? Yeah, he wasn't really on my radar until this happened.
Now.
Yeah, can you enlighten us a little bit on who Joe Kent is, or what you know about him? Because I know very little, and you were in the military, so maybe you know a little bit about his military record or everything.
I don't know a lot. I know he's from Washington State. I know that his wife died in I don't know if it was combat, but she died. It wasn't in a kind of one of the normal places either. I don't remember where it was. But he got out. He kind of I think he got more into local politics, and I could be talking out my ass, but Trump tapped him to be in counterintelligence when he won, and brought him in. And as soon as he dissented with the president, yesterday or the day before, and he said, hey, the whole reason we got into this war is Israel. Iran was never a threat to us, which everybody knows anyway. Anybody who's not bought and paid for, or telling the emperor he's fully dressed, anybody that is paying attention realizes that. But he put it in a letter and came out and said, I'm resigning because of this. And they just attacked the man. And he's on Tucker tonight, which makes sense. But he's persona non grata for now. And he apparently everyone's attacking, like all of the paid posters, all the paid influencers, whatever you want to call them, they're all lining up and they're all saying the same stuff. And one guy said something today to me. He said like, oh, you are Israel first, because all you talk about Israel's the first thing that comes out of your mouth. And this, I go, number one, only if we're talking about ridiculous wars for other countries. That's the only time it does. And he says, well, Israel's just, you're worried about something that's the size of New Jersey. And I was like, listen, if New Jersey was gets involved in wars, if New Jersey was getting billions of dollars in taxpayer over all the other states, and billions of dollars that we don't have, and if New Jersey was putting people in prison for saying bad things about New Jersey, I'd say the same shit about New Jersey that I say about Israel. It's the same goddamn thing. But apparently Joe Kent's not allowed to, and because he had that position, he stepped down. Now, will he get a book deal? Yeah. Will he get a job as a pundit from somewhere else? Sure, of course. He's going to land on his nice cushy feet. But for somebody to dismiss his opinion when he's in counterintelligence just because it's not in line with the narrative that Tulsi Gabbard, who seems to have completely sold out too, it's not in line with the administration's narrative. So now it's, oh, well, you're out, and all of a sudden, we hate you and you were never any good. And so it's the typical Trump playbook, except now it used to just be Trump that did it. Trump would get rid of somebody he liked and go, oh, you're a piece of shit. I never really liked you. Your wife's fat, whatever, your kids are gay, whatever Trump would do. Now it's everybody in the administration uses that pun, the Trump card, pardon the pun, but they like to go out and do the same thing where it's like, oh, now nobody likes you. We never liked you. You're not part of the clique. And it's pretty obvious to see.
Isn't it funny how this is how I saw 2024. I did not see a Trump coalition. I did not see people gathering together to get behind Trump. They were sick of the other side. The other side had the pendulum had swung too far about women beating up men in sports and all just the extra like super identity stuff. We're just over it, right? We had fatigue. That's what I think 2024 was. I say the left America. That's what I think happened. That's why Trump won. There was never a coalition. So when Trump, who talked about no war and all this stuff, when everybody's like, that sounds like something we're into, then turned, now there's no coalition to hold together because there never was one to begin with. You had your MAGA group, which is a very fine group, but it wasn't a larger group of this coalition. Now everybody's breaking up, and you have Tulsi Gabbard shutting up. She doesn't resign. So here's my question. Here tinfoil time. Everybody we need a tinfoil alert, like a something.
Oh shit, that
like
thing will get worn out.
Tinfoil. I know we might. Will you give me a month that Joe Kent knew that a false flag is coming and he did not want it to happen under his watch? He knows that something fucking is coming, and he knows it's not Iran that's going to do it.
Oh, I would give you that. Yeah.
Okay. You want to give me a month, 2 weeks? What's like a fair amount of time because I can't be like 8 years from now, something happened. Oh, that was the one I said about Joe Kent. Like, I don't want to.
I mean, I'll give you me a month.
Oh, cool. Okay. How about Memorial Day, May 29th or whatever Memorial. Okay. Memorial Day weekend. Is everyone cool with that in the chat? Hold me to that. Okay. So I think that he knows that something's brewing or somebody's brewing something. In addition, he doesn't also agree, right? But dude, how would you like to be the counter-terrorist guy while the biggest thing since 9/11 happens on your soil? I wouldn't want to be in charge of that.
Yep.
Especially if I don't agree with the policy. Like, it's one thing if you agree with the administration, right? Because you're just like all in and you're going to get protected. But this guy's already kind of not really in the first place, right?
Correct. Have you? So did you hear about your favorite rapper?
Did he?
Your other favorite rapper.
Oh shit! Now I'm really. I mean, I don't even know. Do I have a rapper? I mean, Tone Loc is my favorite. So.
Well, yeah, of course. No, Afro Man. Because I got.
Oh, he got a vote.
Did you hear what happened to him?
No, what happened?
So some cops raided his place. I don't know when the raid happened, but he ended up writing a song about it. Something yellow pound cake or some shit like, and Afro Man's like a novelty, you know, he's interesting.
Fun.
I wouldn't necessarily like go for the discography back to back, but he put out a song basically and explained that the cops raided his place. So they sued him. The which department was it? Let's see. The department, oh yeah, anyway, his track was called Lemon Pound Cake, mocking Deputy Sean Cooley and others, naming deputies with pointed lyrics. So they sued him, and he's like, hey, First Amendment, like I can say whatever the fuck I want, and I'm performing, I'm an artist. So the judge ruled or the jury today ruled in all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant, completely backed him up. And so he's outside the courthouse, and I just thought that you would enjoy hearing. I mean,
yeah, can we play a snippet? Are we going to get whatever dinged? Give us like 5 seconds of it.
No, this is good. It won't hurt anything here.
All right.
Yeah, we did it, America. Yeah, we did it. Freedom of speech. Right on, right on. Yeah, God bless America. Yeah, power to the people. Yeah.
He's going to get 2 votes in Grand Rapids. He's going to get 2 votes.
I just thought that was amazing. I mean,
amazing.
You know, most of the people get railroaded, and when things come up that are, you know, constitutional rights, those are being stripped away and taken away all the time. And the fact that the jury completely sided with him, and that the police department lost, oh man, that is the biggest win. I just had a big old cheeser on my face when I read that earlier.
Well, it's huge because if you think about it, look what's happening in England. They're getting arrested for tweets and stuff. So like that, for example, the trans stuff came from, you know, Europe and all the high, you know, the enlightened Sweden and everything, and it kind of comes here and permeates. Well, this didn't come over. Like this is like one example of it. Like,
yeah,
heck no. And once we start seeing that crap, we've seen it. I saw, what is it? Some cop shows up some old lady's house in Florida, is like, hey, ma'am, did you tweet this? And she's like, what's it of yours? Like, so it's a huge win. I did not hear this, but I'm excited for Afro Man. I hope we can get him on. I mean, come on, being a libertarian candidate, you know,
we should try. You should try for sure.
We should definitely give him a try. Look, but then I don't want to have a bad podcast because I got high.
He'll be busy for the next 15 minutes with, you know, all the TMZs and all the people that want to talk to him. Maybe we can get him like in a month.
Yeah. Well, this is interesting because it's funny because we were going to have a special guest. You kind of spoiled it for us because Joe Kent was actually our special guest until Tucker grabbed him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was all over into doing
that. Tucker pays more.
Well, what's really cool is though, I did catch the president of the United States. He was running by. He was in a rush. He was in a hurry. And I asked him how it's going with Iran. I mean, he didn't have much time. So, guys, I'd like to share with you my quick clip. Like, I was only able to catch him just coming. He was walking down the stairs. He started getting more exercise and everything. It's amazing. But this is what I asked. How are we doing? How are we doing, President?
I'm winning.
So I just want to share that with the president. He's winning. We're winning, everybody. We're winning. So,
yeah, seems like it. Remember, he said we'd get tired of all the winning.
Yeah, I'm actually very fatigued of all the winning. I'm kind of over it already. Like,
yeah,
I'm ready to
if this is what winning looks like, I'm fatigued of it for sure.
Yeah, winning is just it's just awful. So
I've had enough winning for a little while.
I'm ready for some whining. Or no, I'm not. We're not good with wine. We're having fun with it, right? I think we're having a lot of fun. So
yeah, we are.
Replace my door. Did he really? That's hilarious.
Yeah, after they beat his door in, he did. He's got some crazy songs.
The Batarang, right? Remember the Batarang? Do 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 do. That 80s song. That's the thing that they knocked the door down with, right?
Yeah.
So
you're on one today, man.
Dude, well, you know what? I knew that I didn't know what was going to happen today. So I made sure we just have extra fun. I just pulled a bunch of clips. I'd like to share something from some very sage advice that I heard back in the 80s. And I think you heard this back in the 80s as well. I'd like to share it with our audience right now. So if I may, let's just share a little sage advice.
Do it.
I don't want to sell anything, buy anything, or process anything as a career. I don't want to sell anything bought or processed, or buy anything sold or processed, or process anything sold, bought, or processed, or repair anything sold, bought, or processed. You know, as a career, I don't want to do that. So my father's in the Army. He wants me to join, but I can't work for that corporation.
So just a little word of advice, everybody. Can't work for that corporation. So I thought the Army part was extra apropos.
It's crazy too how I mean, I hate the W word, but how ridiculously hardcore left John Cusack is.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, like
Did
Ben
you watch
Stiller. He's like Ben Stiller left.
Sean Penn, Ben Stiller, that whole crew, like Stephen King, Sam Harris. Well, I don't know, but see, that's the thing. I don't know who Sam Harris is. And it's funny, I didn't pull up any Sam Harris stuff. He said plenty of stupid shit this week. God, that guy he infuriates me because like he was one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And it's like, what happened to you, dude? What did you become?
Did you see I'm just gonna keep giving you interesting stuff that happened that I saw too.
Yeah, please do, because I got one after you got one. So
did you see this?
Share a video.
Ben Stiller put out apparently he put out his own soda and nobody wants any of it. He did like a personal appearance, as you can see, and nobody cares at all. It's interesting too because his X account or Twitter page, whatever you want to call it, for his soda was like 800 followers. So you have more. You might as well start your own soda line.
Well, maybe if he reached out to Gad Saad and called him a Mossad agent,
maybe
he might get a repost about his soda. He'd be like, "Your soda is anti-Semitic," and then everyone would buy it.
Possibly.
Try it, Ben. Call me. I got some ideas. I got some strategies. Call me. We got this guy. Call me. This old school. Yeah,
well, that just goes
Isn't it
to
crazy
show, like,
how like. Oh, good.
No, I was saying, like, he went super hardcore. Remember all the videos of him for Kamala when she was like, it was ridiculous. It was like performative ridiculous. And I think
they were paid. I think they were paid, and like it was like a yes.
Probably.
I can't imagine them doing those things for free.
I can imagine him doing it. I could, but still, the world is healing if we're at a place where everybody doesn't want to give him any attention anymore.
Yeah, but what it sucks is like it. I hate to do that, but it's kind of like the player who played a couple seasons too long.
Yeah,
he tarnished his career. There's Something About Mary is one of the greatest movies of all time. It's probably one of the great, like as a comedy, as a spoof, like we're talking about like a Sandler like goof thing where it's just so goofy and over the top that it's just enjoyable, right? It's like not something to think about.
Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah, right. Tropic Thunder. I mean, we're just starting, right? Because he's got that one. He's got what's the one where he gets married? Yeah, Dodgeball. Come on, they're awesome. These are phenomenal movies. What did he do to himself?
The Zoolander movie.
Why would you
suck a fat one? But other than that,
Zoolander one. I had a moment. You had the blue thing and the how are they going to get in the building thing if they they can't read.
All right,
or reading good. I'll give him 1 or 2 for that. But yeah, you're right.
All of those others were so much better, and he had like a good career of really funny movies. Meet the Parents, like that. Meet the Parents was hilarious.
It definitely was a great transition from the super silly to that. I think he did it better than like Adam Sandler in my example. Like I think that Stiller transitioned from silly to serious easier.
I don't know. Have you seen Uncut Gems?
No, that's the
You're-
Sandler one, right?
You will eat your
He'll
words
be
once
good.
you
Yeah.
see that.
Well,
It
no,
is
I'm
so
not
good.
calling him out. I just didn't like Grown Ups too, and Grown Up. Like I wasn't like
No. I'm
anything.
just
I don't
saying
like
to
kids
go
and-
from comedy to serious. If you watch Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems, it is like Oscar level performance of
Okay, because I watched Punch Drunk. I wasn't. He was very a little overly stoic in that, if you know what I mean. A little too kind of.
yeah.
I think he. Yeah, I want to see that. Good. Uncut Gems. I'll have to put it on the list.
It like I get anxiety watching it because of he plays the part so well of this like degenerate gambler who can't stop betting, and he's making bets when you know his world's like falling apart and crashing, and you were like watching this like no, don't you want to like yell at the screen, like it's an
Right.
intense movie, and he pulls it off really. I mean, he doesn't say a single joke. Nothing's funny. There's no baby talk. There's none of his characters. It is just straight dramatic performance. It's really good. It's like Jim Carrey going and doing the Truman Show. It's like that. It's like that level.
That movie is an amazing performance for sure. Interesting. Well, I like that. That's good stuff. So I only have one other clip, but we've got plenty more to talk about because stuff happened. But there was this little like a little skirmish, a kerfuffle in the 40s, late 30s, early to mid 40s, and America wasn't really having it. They were kind of like not that interested in the beginning to like get involved because like they were getting out of their own shitty time and they started making stuff and getting better. You know what I mean? They started pulling themselves out by their bootstraps. But then you guys know this cartoon here. I'll just share some of it and I'll stop it whenever just because it's great. Pay attention, everyone. This is what we should be doing. This is 1943, everyone, and Disney. Just remember that.
Now, what are you going to do? Spend for the Axis or save for taxes? Just remember, every dollar you spend for something you don't need is a dollar spent to help the Axis. That's right. And every dollar you sock away for taxes is another dollar to sock the Axis. For it is your taxes.
God damn.
I need to continue. I think there was another spot. Hold on 1 second.
Taxes. Our taxes that run the factories. American factories, working day and night.
I mean, just all right. I'm gonna. I'll let you. Yeah. Hey,
I mean,
William.
it's grade A propaganda, and the fact that it was like, made for kids is even like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing that.
Dude, every dollar you spend on yourself is a dollar that allows the Axis, the baddies, to win. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's not that far. I mean, we're in the same place now. It's just not in cartoons.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Yeah, we're sitting here. I don't know. Anyway, William, howdy, sir. We're probably gonna have a shorter show than normal only because we had like 82 things happen within a day. So we had a guest and didn't have a guest and had two guests and didn't. It's been great. But the person we were supposed to have today, Valerie Lee, she is the president and CEO of Freedom Fest. And Freedom Fest is something you and I are going to be at in July 8th through the 11th. And we urge everyone to go to Harrah's and Link to hang out there. And the convention center is attached to that. You walk right into it from there. It all indoor, air conditioned, even if it's 120 outside. It'll be great. But Valerie's going to come on. She's actually launching a new website that's launching this week. So we wanted to have her live so we can do it live. So that's why we pushed to next week. And then we had a guest today that we had scheduled. We'll share it later, but she is now scheduled for the 15th of April. So we have that. We also have then after the 18th, we have who's on the 26th is Jacob, right? Winograd. So yeah, 25th is Valerie Lee. The 26th is Jacob Winograd. you want to share a little bit about Jacob and how you guys connected about doing a podcast? Because I've spoken with him before, but you guys really connected on this last one.
Yeah, I haven't spoken with him much one-on-one, but until recently, I'm a big fan of what he does. I really respect him a lot, and that's coming from somebody who's not religious at all. But his whole approach to libertarianism through like a biblical view is really fascinating. But I've seen him on Are You Smarter Than a Politician? I've seen a lot of his own interviews. He's had some really amazing people on there. I saw the interview he hosted with Dave Smith and what's that guy's crazy name?
The Reason guy,
the British guy.
Yeah, the weird reason.
Yeah, I can't remember his name,
right,
but he's had some really good conversations on his show. So I reached out. I saw him and Jack Danger get into it on Free's show, and I reached out to host a debate. We had it scheduled, and people needed to cancel, and so they canceled, and then they weren't willing to come back and try again. And Jacob is, and by people I mean not Jacob. So Jacob's going to come on the show and do a one-on-one interview, and I really want to get to know him some more and learn about kind of how he got into this, and really just you know how we do. We like the origin stories. I really like to hear about how people arrived at where they're at, and I'm really looking forward to it. And we moved our show around a day so that we could have him on, because he does a Bible study that night that we normally take. And so we're like, all right, we'll move it. We want to talk to you. Yeah, he had Amity on too. He's had Free on. He's had Brent on. He's had a lot of people on, and it's a good show. And he's very thoughtful with his approach, very measured in his kind of takes. But he's a full-on anarchist, and that's my dog. I love it.
Yeah, he's a mechanic. Well, Jason and I were on a show, and then we also Jacob and I did an 8-part the Provoke series with Scott Horton. And then we had him on. So that was a great thing to work with him and actually collaborate. And like every week for 8 weeks, dude, that book is hard to read. And getting 3 of us with Sean Collins was the other guy, Buds in Reality. The 3 of us did an 8-part series, and it was like hard to get our parts together. But man, we made it work. So it's tough, especially with Scott's work, because it's just information. It's not a story. It's like, bleh, it's like facts, figures, dates, quotes. It's not like a story to tell. It's just the story's there with what's said. You know what I mean? With what happened. So the actions speak to it. So I think we have William on. We have Amity on the 1st, right? So we have Jacob on the 26th. We got Amity on the 1st. We've got William on the 8th. Is that correct? I think. William, if you can confirm that.
I believe it's.
And we've got our new person on the 15th, and then we've got a guy named John Graham on the 22nd. This guy's really interesting. He reached out to me on LinkedIn, but did you see any of his life? Did you see just any at all sprinkle yet? Have you looked at all into his stuff?
No.
Oh, cool. It'd be interesting. The guy's lived like a life. He's like old, but like dodged bullets and did this and ran this. And it's just one of these weird, crazy life people. I'm curious, like you, origin story, man. Spin me a yarn, man. Tell me a story. I'd love to hear it. I don't, so anyway. So April 8th. Okay. So we got 8th. And then, so we were booked at least through the 22nd, the 22nd. So we had the 29th open, and then we're rock and rolling into the summer, and then we are good to go. So hopefully we'll have a couple more people.
Fest.
Yeah. Freedom Fest should be pretty awesome. So, all right. Well, if anybody has any questions in the chat, feel free to shoot us up, because I have no more material, but we certainly are here for a chit chat, maybe a few more minutes. We'll cut it to an hour or something. But do you have anything, Jake, anything on your mind you've been thinking of that you want to share?
No, I mean, I've just been fighting this cold, but I'm finally winning the battle. You can probably hear it in my voice still. I'm fighting the battle, but I'm about out the other side. And I think a couple more motorcycle rides this week are going to do me right to get my chest cleared up.
Oh, look at Rob. Welcome, Rob. No
I love
question.
me some Rob Yates, man. I do.
Yeah, Rob, we got to get you back on.
I might be going out to North Carolina later this year to go hang with Rob.
Oh, nice. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Rob's good people, man. Every interaction I have with him is always just full of like respect and admiration and love, and you know, I love everything he's about, and it'd be really cool to spend some time with him. So I may end up doing that.
As
But we got
someone who
Freedom
does
Fest
not
too,
know
so
Rob at all, yeah, and I don't know Rob at all, but man, I will say something. I don't know. It's like he's the biggest promoter that I've seen of everyone, if that makes sense. Like
yeah,
he
yeah.
reposts everyone else's stuff. If he sees it, he's reposting it. It's like that's real support that, like, I'll admit there's times when I don't have that energy to go through and try to, but you try to like everything and try to help your friends. Rob always comes through and is always kind and reposting stuff. So I want to thank him for that. And that's really awesome. So anyway, so we love you too, Rob.
What's the
But,
craziest?
yeah.
What's the craziest job you've ever had?
My craziest job?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a really good question, man. I mean, I'd say like cover band, but like I wasn't, it's not really a job. I mean, it's like a paid hobby to an extent, but probably a pilot. I was a sightseeing pilot around Philadelphia. That was fun.
That's not, I mean, that's not wacky or anything. I mean, that's a kind of a crazy
No.
job. It'd be cool. It's like a unique,
I'll have to think about what about you? What about you? I'm one of these guys. I worked this job 11 years. My last job was 9. I'm one of these guys that just kind of gets into something and just does it. You know what I mean?
Well, I've got a pretty crazy story if you want to hear mine.
Yeah, I'm all ears, man.
So growing up in Southern California, my dad was in construction for years. Then my parents opened restaurants. By the time I hit 18, I really wanted to have like I'm out on my own 2 feet kind of thing. And I want to do something different. So I found literally an ad in the paper. That's how old we are. There was an ad in the paper for a job that paid daily. Now looking at it now, I'll be 47 this year. It had all the red flags of scam. But at 18, you're like, paid daily? Fuck yeah, let's go. So I went to the job interview. It was a warehouse in like Calabasas, California. And in this warehouse was boxes and boxes of stereo speakers. Okay. The story goes,
no, you did not find them off the back of the truck and had to sell the van full of stereo speakers in the
It's better than that. It's better than that.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I'm all ears.
So they tell the story. I'm like, all right. Basically, we go out into traffic in LA with there's 10 of these like Chevy Astro vans. We load them up with these speakers. We pull up to people in traffic and hey, roll your window down. And we tell them, hey, I got all these speakers in this truck. They're not stolen. I'm delivering 10 of them, but they accidentally loaded my truck with 10 pair. So I have 10 extra speakers and nobody knows I have 10 speakers. I got till 5 o'clock till I got to make my delivery so I can sell them in the meantime. Just the most shady shit. And I was young, dumb, and confident enough. I was like, I'm going to try this. As you can imagine, my fellow coworkers were a motley crew of sorts. There was
Vinny
no
Bag of Donuts, Tommy Two Tones,
Yeah, no Rhodes Scholars in that group. And everybody had a criminal record except me, at least at that time. So I did it. I jumped in and we would drive around all over LA every day. I did it for months and there was contests on, whichever van came back empty first, all cash money. And they weren't stolen. They were just really shitty, cheap Chinese speakers that had like a laminated, card that showed that they were not shitty. They were like really high end speakers. And so the whole thing was people thought they were getting this crazy deal from some,
right. They were getting Gucci'd or whatever. Yeah, they were getting it was.
And I mean, this is like the late 90s. So nobody's going to pull their phone out and be like, hold on, let me check and see. Like that business is dead now. Right.
I love that business. I love getting approached by, I got approached by so many of you.
So I did it for a while and it got to the point where there were other companies doing it too. So like it was kind of LA got saturated, if you can believe it. Like LA was busy with people doing that. Everybody kind of was onto the scam after a few months. So we packed up and went to Vegas, and I moved to Vegas at 18 years old with this group of fellas. Rented a house. It was like a flop drug house, right? Guys are doing crystal meth. Like it's a who's who of wild animals, basically. And the thing is, because we would get bonuses, like cash for these things, we could trade them too. So dudes were trading them for like ATVs. Dudes were trading them for fucking guns. Like it got crazy. But I will never forget this. Like I sold a lot of these things, and I remember one kid, like one college kid, had a Chevy Camaro. I came up to him at school, like driving through the campus. Told him about these speakers. He's like, "No way, you know, I'm on my way to go." Like I can't remember. He's on his way to go buy something. He like $2,000 in his pocket. And we ended up selling this kid like 6 pair of these fucking speakers for $2,000. And nobody ever got robbed, but we talked him out. It was like, it was an excellent, I mean, it's shady as hell. I would never do it now, but it's an excellent exercise in like learning how to win a conversation and convince somebody. I mean, sure, we got told fuck off many times, but the fact that, okay, we would pull up to somebody
overcoming objections.
Exactly. We would pull up to somebody in traffic. Hey, roll your window down. Roll your window down. Hey, I know this sounds crazy. I have all the, you know, the whole spiel. Some people would drive off. Some people would pull over and like, oh, let me check them out. I cannot tell you the number of women who were like, oh, my husband would love these. Follow me to my ATM and let me get money out. I can't. If my wife did that, and
it's a percentage game, man. It's a total percentage game.
They would let us follow them to their ATMs, but we sold a ton of those and ended up going to Vegas. There's some stuff I can't say on the air that happened in Vegas that definitely stays there
because it stayed in Vegas. Because
I needed to not go back to the state of Nevada for a number of years to make sure that my name was cleared. But that was probably the craziest job I ever had.
Statute of limitations.
Smash cut to me moving a guy out of the job. I believe it or not, it crashed and burned. It was a terrible idea. Who would have thought? My parents sent me a plane ticket to get back to California from Vegas, which was like a 20-minute flight. Flew back to California. Ended up going back and working in the family business. Smash cut to a few years later. I'm in LA driving. Somebody comes up in traffic. Hey, dude, roll your window down. I roll my window down. They start with the spiel, and it was like my pitch, right? And I'm just
invented this twirl, the umbrella twirl from fucking Seinfeld.
Dying laughing. Like, what's so funny? I'm like, listen, I did your job. I know exactly. No, man, this is different. I go, no, it's not. And I rattled off like the whole. He's like, oh man, you really did this? I'm like, yes, I really did this job. Exactly what you're doing right now. He's like, I never thought I'd meet another one of you guys. Like, it was crazy. But that was
the Seinfeld episode.
Probably.
It was literally signed because remember when he sold umbrellas and he invented the twirl?
I hate that show. I've avoided it.
What?
I hate it. I'm sorry.
You're a Gen Xer?
I can tolerate some of his stand-up, but I just, as a comedian, I just don't like him. I don't like him. He's
not funny as a comedian. He's funny in his stupid circumstances because we didn't have cell phones back then. We didn't have pagers. Yeah. We didn't communicate, and that shit really happened. People didn't believe it. People didn't believe that you couldn't just beep, bop, boop, bop, boop. Hi. You know, like that shit just didn't happen. You had to go, Seinfeld 4? Seinfeld? I yell Cartwright. No one answer. I hang up. You know, it's like the same thing.
There were far better shows than Seinfeld.
So it did remind me of a very short job I took while I was actually a pilot. So would you like to know how much I got paid to be a pilot, to fly people in a heavy aircraft, certified and all that around Philadelphia? How much an hour I got paid? Now it has to be the engine running, not all the pre-flight, all that stuff. The actual engine time, which is like 38 minutes or so total. How much do you think I got paid per hour?
$35.
$8 an hour, sir. 8.
What?
And I was a pilot. Yes, sir. I think it was 825. But still, I just wanted to share. And that was in 1998, 97.
Are you a Wright brother? Like, how did you get?
Well, back in my day, the gammies came over and we went around the circle, around the thing. Oh, holy mackerel, who would think we could have a flight? Who think man could fly? I don't know, man. That's how it was. They didn't pay you shit. So anyway. Yeah, Alpha's definitely. Oh, come on, Melmac. That's like that's even before Seinfeld's 90s. That was 80s. I think Seinfeld's 89. So they are different eras. And Mr. Belvedere and Alf were awesome together.
I can't believe you got paid $8.25 to fly a fucking airplane.
Yeah. That's probably the craziest one. I washed planes and I flew a plane. I ferried it over because they were selling it. And that's the one where the piece of the plane broke off in flight.
Yeah.
And I come back to next week and the doors are locked and they never paid me actually for like the whole summer. Cause like they were always behind. They literally fucking went wheels up, didn't tell me anything, almost killed me. And then said, hey, you're not going to get paid. So that was a good time.
So is that why you don't fly anymore?
No, it's a near miss that I had like a week later. That was like, oh shit, this shit's not good. Like, so there was a guy who was about 82 years old and he literally came, I'm a high wing. So my high wing, I can't see up. He was a low wing and he went, whoa, missed me 10 to 20 feet. And I heard his engine over mine.
Oh,
and when I landed, I almost punched him out, like literally. And then I reevaluated my flying career very quickly.
I would have too.
But after that, I had this shitty job. I did one of those direct marketing jobs where they take you in a van, kind of like what you're talking about. And it's the opposite. They put you in a van and they drop you off in a neighborhood and you have like little coupons you need to sell door to door. And it's the same shit. Like, hi, I've got tickets to the Phillies or some bullshit or whatever. That shit, that is some hustle work. You want to learn how to sell. Just like your point. To your point, it's the same thing. You got to find ways to grind, like make excuse. Hey, can I have a glass of water just to come in? You know what I mean? Like all the different like.
Dude, I sold timeshares for a hot minute too.
Nice. Tell me about that. What's the coolest like story about that you have?
Anything to not like do like as a male, I think, unless you're like really enamored with your family. Like I wanted to do something on my own. I didn't want to do like the family business, which I ended up doing. And then I ended up opening my own company with, what my dad did. And it was very successful. But at 18, 19, like I wanted to be my own man. So the only interesting story from selling timeshares is I learned how to write upside down.
Very cool.
When you're sitting there telling somebody a deal.
Yeah. You want to keep eye contact.
Yep. If you're flipping that paper around a bunch of times, it's more opportunity for them to be
it's like a shiny metal object. Yeah. It's like rejection. It's like a constant rejection or something.
Plus it's a cool party trick. If you can sit there and write upside down, they're like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. And you're like, oh yeah, I do this all the time.
There's a basketball player for the Sixers named Anthony Toney. And I have his signature. I think he was on the team that won the 183 or something, but he writes his name backwards.
Oh,
so
nice.
You hold up in a mirror and it looks normal. You're like, oh, that's so cool.
I mean, I can write upside down with my right hand better than I could write correctly with my left hand.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
I used to be able to write and now I have, it's atrophied for sure. It might be Parkinson's. I'm not sure.
Isn't that amazing though? Like, so my band and I were just in the recording studio the last few days.
Oh yeah. You guys had 3 days of it. Tell me about what's going on with that.
We just wrapped it up yesterday. We went into the studio with literally zero preconceived ideas. No expectations. Like, let's see what happens. We wrote 3 songs and we got the foundational pieces tracked. We got to go back in and do some more stuff. So we're about probably 30% of the way with 3 songs, but that's when I write pen to paper. I can't write lyrics in a phone. If I'm taking notes at a meeting or something, I can do it in a phone. But if I'm writing something that I need to kind of go back and look or scribble, I lose my motivation. I lose my vibe if I'm trying to do it on a phone. But other than I put a handwritten note in my daughter's school lunch every day. Other than that, the only time I really write by hand is when I'm writing lyrics or like scribbling a couple notes down, but that most of the time it's writing lyrics. And every time I go and back and look, I'm like, did I have a seizure while I was writing this? Like, what happened? And it's because
Dr. Jake.
I've typed for so long now that you're right, it atrophies. It definitely does.
Yeah. I write in all caps.
I do too.
And I write like a psychopath. Like I think if you took my handwriting to like one of those analysis people, they're like, oh, this person needs to be imprisoned, I think.
When I was a kid, my dad wrote in all caps, and I thought it was the coolest thing. And I was like, I want to. So I started doing it in high school. I got in a bunch of trouble for it, but I just kept doing it. And so now, I mean, I can still write with lowercase, but it does not look good.
That's a lie, by the way, because he doesn't have any OnlyFans girlfriends. They don't even like him to that extent. Come on, Rob. Who are you kidding? That's hilarious. Anyway, okay. Speaking of phone stuff, or just, you're right, like the tactile, something about the tactile helps with the creative flow process, because I think your whole body has to be in tune with the current of creativity.
It helps me remember them better too. If I write them down, I can remember them better. Yeah.
And different color pens and different like writing utensils, different paper help you remember different things. It's really interesting. I've seen it, like, I used to take notes in different pen for every different class, but it didn't help because it's not like I ever read them again. I just wrote stuff down. But so I just saw an amazing movie. Speaking of like the the lack of this connection, I guess, because of phone stuff, right? We're talking about like the phone has like it's just a layer between like the personal touch.
Okay.
It's called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Someone told me about it
the other day.
Okay, dude, was that the freakiest freaking mood? It hurt my stomach. I was so uncomfortable watching the boyfriend with the girl, with the princess.
My homie Rich, that's on here I sent him a trailer. I was in the middle of watching. I was like, dude, you have to watch this movie.
Sam Rockwell is a fucking genius. That guy.
He's so good.
Holy shit, is he good? Everybody in that movie is good. That is a great, and it's like, we're not that far off. We're like right there.
Well, you know what's crazy too? As soon as that opening scene started, I was like, oh, that's the diner from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Honey Money.
Yeah, it's the same.
It looked like a Denny's on 7th Street up here, 7th and Camelback, but anyway.
That's the same place they shot Pulp Fiction, the diner scenes.
Anyway, that's funny.
Yeah.
And a pretty cool twist. I mean, you knew something was up with, all that. I don't want to give anything away, but gosh,
sure. It was
that
good.
Is a movie to watch, right? Holy mackerel. Was that like just dystopian and real? And
what we do is like, we buy movies quite a bit because, I mean, if you think about it, I can go buy a movie for streaming for like $20, and it's $20 like a ticket to go to the movie theater. And everybody now has I have nice big sound bar, 75-inch TV, so
you can cook dinner.
Yeah, I can pause it,
steaks, or do whatever you want, burger, anything you want.
And that's the thing is like, some people are like, oh my God, you just buy it and you haven't seen it. I go, yeah, but I go to the movies and I haven't seen one before too. And then the money's gone and I don't have anything. Like, at least this way I bought it and then I'm like, oh, I own it. So I do that quite a bit. It's bitten me in the ass a couple times, like the second Joker movie. That was terrible. I bought that.
I didn't watch that one. I was going to get that one. I did get the first one, but I didn't get the second. We'll talk offline and I might help you out.
It's horrible, but anyway.
I know, but I'm talking about, I can help you out with some other stuff. But I saw Predator Badlands, by the way. I don't watch many movies now. I used to watch movies like so often. Here's one. Last night, my girlfriend was being so sweet. She's like, I'll put on a movie I think he likes to watch. We'll cook dinner, blah, blah, blah. We made like schnitzels, like we pound them out, and bread them and all that stuff. We kind of do like a whole thing. And she puts on Goodfellas.
Oh, hell yeah.
She's like, have you seen the? And as she's like starts to ask me if I watch it, I'm already quoting the fucking whole thing,
Yeah,
like literally, like verbatim. I'm like, funny how? What am I, a clown to you? Funny how? What do you mean? He's the one who said it. What do you mean? What do you mean, Henry? He's the one. Henry's a big boy. And she's looking at me like, oh, I guess you have seen it. It's just like how it worked out. I was like, it's just
But leave
funny.
it on. We're watching it again. I've watched that movie so many times.
Yeah, and it's one of those ones. But like I haven't watched many, so I watched the Predator Badlands, which I don't know what your thoughts are on Predator. I remember original and Predator 2 with Danny Glover and Gary Busey. Hee-haw, hee-haw, get out of here. Oh, what are you talking about?
It fell off quickly after those.
It fell, yeah, it just kind of went a little, and then the AVP, the Alien vs. Predator, kind of, there was one that was good, one that everyone else, the other one sucked, and then this Predator. This one, it wasn't, I mean, it was like, I don't know, it's not mailed in, but I don't know. I'm trying to like the stuff.
We can leave it there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why I love this movie. I wanted to promote the one that Sam Rockwell, completely original, right? Like it's not like a reboot or retread. It's like some just new idea. And the way they introduce the characters and like their history stuff, dude, the thing with the woman in the beginning, the first woman, with her son, how uncomfortable, just like, and it feels like that seems like that could be possible.
Rich, I was going to say the same thing. All the like Batman versus Superman. It's all.
Oh
bullshit.
yeah. Good point.
Mr. Rob Yates, if you're still watching, go. What was it? Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun. Don't die.
Yes.
Yeah. Good luck. Have fun. Don't die.
You'll love it, Rob.
Sam Rockwell. You Rob. You will. I think you'll find it brilliant. And William as well. Everybody. Richie. Everybody. You know who we missed today? Derek. I don't see Derek in the chat.
I don't see Derek either. But
yeah, maybe we'll have him next week. But yeah, there we go, Rob. We'd love to hear your feedback, dude. Feedback in the chat with us. So before we go, Jake, man, you give us your stuff so we can contact you. How do we get a hold of you? So if anybody was like, man, that Jake guy, I really like what he had to say. Selling speakers, I might have to buy some. He might, think he might get in contact.
I'm only on X, man. I'm not on Instagram and on anything else. Just X at Whiskey Smiles. You can find me as soon as we get the new music finished. I'll be sharing that. It'll probably be like summertime. Godzilla versus King Kong is bullshit too. All those they're terrible. Yeah, that's me. That's the only place to find me.
Awesome, man. And I'm Mark. Everyone, guys, if you've been here, check it out. Click subscribe, follow us. Guy, Richie, Rob, William, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We got to schedule another one with you, Rob. I'd love to hear some different, like we should talk something about not consciousness, some different stuff. Just because like your mind is so wide. I want to pick like every part of that brain. So everyone, this has been great. Jake, stick around. We'll chat on the other side of this. Thank you everyone for joining us for another If by Whiskey. I hope we had a little fun with this, right? A little goofy, but not too serious.
It's always great to just shoot from the hip.
Yeah. Next week's going to be great. Valerie Lee on the 25th on Wednesday, Jacob Winograd on the 26th. Everyone, thank you so much. Mystery Science Theater 3000. We will talk about that. That's what we'll do. Maybe we'll watch a movie and we'll Mystery Science Theater 3000 it. That would be so cool. All right, guys, gentlemen, everyone, have a great night. Take care, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this Wednesday night. This has been If by Whiskey, and we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Subscribe to If by Whiskey. Fuck Liberty Lockdown. Subscribe to this show.
No comment.